Okay, I think we are good to go in just a minute. But hello, everyone. Hello, Pokemon. Hello, Ty. Hello, Sparks Maker. Nice to see you today. Hello, Meridian. Hello, TMDK. Hello, Gideon Near. Hello, Mobile Armor. Hello, Dropped Frame. Hello, Brink. Hello, Stuffy Sneeze. Hello, Wolf with Sword. And hello, Mobile Armor, if I didn't say so already. And I think that is everyone. But yes. Oh, and hello, Brink. I'm not sure if I said hello to you already. But yes. Today we are ready to get started soon, I think. Oh yes, double hello. Sorry, I want to make sure that I say hi to everyone. So even if I say hello twice, like, it's better to say hello twice than it is to accidentally miss someone. Or at least that's my opinion. So today, we should be making a lot of progress on our ultrasonic tower defense. That is track controlled somehow. We shall probably get around to testing today. I'm not sure if we're going to finish it all the way, but we should make a very good chunk of progress. And then also, like, how are you guys doing? How's your weekend? As some of you may or may not know, I did have a collab on. I had a collab this weekend, which was my first collab. It was very nice. Side area is awesome, and I had a very good time on the stream. So yeah, plus one friend, exactly, dude. Yes, plus one friend, plus one, plus one canonical friend. I have like, hold on, I would have to open Discord. I have like 15 friends on Discord. Mediocre as I have to deal with stuff around the house. Oh, sorry to hear that. Please let me know if the volume is too loud or too soft, and I will be sure to adjust that. Let's see. What else? What else do we need to do before we get started? Gideon Near, I owe you a pack. Correct? I believe I owe you a pack. Is that correct? Because you redeemed it, I think? I know someone redeemed it. On the size stream, I didn't have a chance to open it. Someone wanted a pack of cards. That's why the, just always say yes. Exactly. Sure. Yeah, just always say yes to the streamer. You committed war crimes, right? Smile? Oh, 30 streak. Oh my gosh, Meridian. Nice. Okay. I doubt I'm gonna get anything good, but might as well see. The scatter thing is not showing up on the TTV thing. Okay, interesting. Is it a collab if Ty or Wacky while they are streaming? Are Ty and Wacky streaming at the moment? Viral. Oh, sorry. I should go this way. I'm not professional at opening cards, if that's not obvious. Actually, if anything, I actually am pretty good at opening cards. I should be. Oh, it was cards for once? Yeah, someone actually redeemed... Oh, Pyroar. I like this Pokemon. Is this the... I think that's the male one. Alright. A Hepatolite. And Alakazam as one of our foils. Our other foil is a basic foil Raikou. And we got nothing. We got absolutely nothing. Oh, that way. Okay, got absolutely nothing. Not presently, but I know both me and Wacky have been hanging out and being active in chat while streaming. Dude, should you be doing that? I'm sorry to ask the question, but should you be doing that? So anywho, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to have to do stuff in Arduino more than likely. So I am gonna open that up and then we'll get started. So, again, the goal is to use this piston to essentially push along a target. We are going to be using these ultrasonic sensors to be pushing out a noise, and then it is going to reflect back in, and then it should be good. Also, hello, Rootager. Yep, so it should push it out, and then we should receive it back. That is what we are hoping for. We shall see. We shall see how it goes, but we shall... I don't know. I don't see any integration issues, but I'm sure we'll run into, like, a few million of them. What if we lost the code? That would be hilarious. If I lost the code, what would we do? That's not gonna happen, right, guys? That would never happen, right? That would never happen, right? Right, guys? Oh, hello. Hello. Husk, how are you doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Dude, I swear every time I actually save the code, it ends up, making me sad. By making me sad, I mean not working. I would never lose code, especially code that I spent 2 hours writing. If I lost code that I spent 2 hours writing, we're gonna have a small problem, and then I'm gonna not crash out because it's Monday, and I'm not allowed to crash out on Mondays. And hopefully everyone is doing okay on this Monday. But Monka, very Monka, because I'm looking at dates and I don't see anything on my docs. Uh-oh. 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 This isn't good. Please no, please no, please. No. Please no. See, this is an opportunity to write even better code. Open and hit open recent. Yeah, if I hit open recent, or if I look file, there's not even an open recent button. What? Hold on, give me a moment. Give me a second. Did it maybe get saved to a different directory? I hope so, but I don't think it would have gotten saved to a different directory. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. No, please. Remember when they promised you technology that would save us time and effort? You know, way back in the 90s? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Alright, I'm gonna open up my sidebar and do a quick grep and see if I can find it. If not, Dude, I don't know what we're gonna do if I can't grep and find it, to be perfectly blunt. Because I put a lot of work into that. I would really, really prefer if that was okay, but I'm looking, and I don't see it. This isn't real. This is not real. I like the cope. Hold on. Okay. View by, sort by, date modified. Well, bad news, guys. Bad news, guys. Perhaps we get the rope. Perhaps we get the rope. Can you just watch the VOD and rewrite it? Yeah. Yes and no. And hello, Watchmakering. Hello, Brink. Hello, Spooky One. How quickly can I rewrite this code? All things considered. If I just... Do we just shut up and go for it? Do we... Can we download the code from back on the ESP? Are you able to do that? Hold on. Are you able to... No, because it should be downloaded to pull code off of the ESP8266. I think it's a one-way. You'll get the binary, but you won't get anything else. If that makes anything. The good version or the bad version, 30 minutes I like your positivity that I can write 500 lines of code in 30 minutes and 1 hour if bad. That is quite the amount. Okay, what can we do about this situation? Honestly, what can I do about this situation? Guys, I honestly am not 100% sure what to do in this situation. Hold on. Oh. In fairness, the bad version is of copy and pasting. Yes. Give me a second. Where does Arduino default save files to? We'll give it one more try. Rip the bin and I can attempt to reverse engineer. I don't think that's worth the time. By the time we rip the bin and, like, decompress it and figure out the way it's working from machine code, I don't think it's worth it. Give me one more second. I'm going to check some common places. If that is not the case, then I guess we are capital S messed up. It's okay. 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 We check our username, we check our directory, we check the documents, we check the personal vault. Nothing's there, nothing's anywhere. Apparently we haven't saved anything for the last 17 days. We check our... I don't know. Wouldn't be the first scuff stream, I imagine. Won't be the last either. Yes, this isn't the first time I've lost the code, but this is the first time I've lost code that I would really, really, really not like to rewrite. Because the time I would spend rewriting this would kind of be soul-crushing. So that is why I'm looking for it. So yeah. Please. Please, please, please. Hold on. .ino. Okay, we're running one final search. If that doesn't work, that's okay. What if we serrated you with off-key karaoke while you worked? What? I'm sorry, what? Yeah, it's not in the Arduino folder, in the IDE, or in the install folder. That's how you know that we're dead lost in this position. Story.ino. I'm academic using English words. Yes, you definitely are. Okay, we're going to have to just rewrite it on the fly. I can do that. You would think that, though that appears not to be the case. Okay, so what is this invention? Or we are currently trying to make an ultrasonic tower defense game that is chat controlled. We are running into ever so slightly small issues. We are going to have to re-blitz out code, which is rough. Rough with a capital R. I'm not even sure if rough with a capital R is accurate. Let me take a drink of my tea. Whoa. Did page up, sorry. Okay. What can I do about this? What can I do about this? Okay, we're in a... Yeah, because it should be sketch underscore distracting us. Yes, I am attempting to... Sorry. There are other things... Other things more not important, but, I'll give that a try, linted. App data. Local temp. Art. Sorry, I'm pressing page up. I swear I'm not being a hussy. Start at Eno. Linted! Oh my gosh. Saved. Saved by Linted. Saved by Linted. We have been saved by Linted. Thank you. Oh my gosh. We have been saved. We have been saved. Make backup. You're darn tooting I should. 1 second, let me... Yeah. Linted, you have saved us from a world of retyping our code. Tower defense. I mean, nothing the rulebook says a gem bro can't be a robo fanatic. That's true. Okay. Okay, thank you, Linted. This is like the second time. I know how to set up a Git server, dude. Which is not like depressing to say, but like I know how to. It's just a matter of doing it, right? Apologies. Okay. Arduino. Then this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Okay, so our code is terrible. For lack of a better word, later. Our code is terrible. Also, why is it like awkwardly windowed? Why is this thing awkwardly windowed? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just annoying. But I can't move it either. Let's see. Yet the code is functional. The code is always functional. Like, I write functional code. So it is fairly straightforward. Essentially what we have here is we have our initial setup, which is just setting up our pin modes that we are going to need. Again, this is only the code for the piston, though the piston code runs a majority of the lion's share of the code. So it's basically what is truth on the system. So basically what the host system says goes here. So even if the other system says, hey, I believe X, Y, or Z, what we are always going to default to is that this one knows truth. How easily can you write a code that loops endlessly without error? 5 minutes? 2 seconds? Por qué? Por qué, Husk? That would be trivial. But yeah, so this is the code. Essentially, let me reduce the size a bit. Yeah, while true. It wouldn't necessarily be as simple as while true. Okay. Also, I can't move it off my screen, and I am... Hold on. IDE. I am kind of slightly upset with the Arduino IDE at the moment. Because I actually can't move it. 1 second. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Just gonna clipboard it just in case. Gonna do that. Hello, Turtle Taco. How's it going? What now? Later. Okay, now it's working. Cool. There we go. Okay. Just wondered if leaf itself would get identified as an error. It depends on the language and the linter that you're using. Or not linter. If you're using like static code analysis tools, it would be able to detect that type of stuff. Though typically it's not going to be able to do that type of stuff unless you're like unless you're specifically configuring it for that purpose. Essentially the way that it's always going to work, hello Crow, is that it's going to say, oh, the programmer is all-knowing. Surely they must be doing this for a reason, is how they default to coding. So here. How easy is it to make a simple break? Not sure what the term is, but like what you said, I'll believe what you tell, so you can make it think 1 is 2 and break an otherwise perfect code. I don't know about that, Chief. You can do enumerations to redefine stuff, but I'm not sure if that's as easy as you would think. Okay. So what we need to do is clean up the code a little bit, because I have to remember what the heck fire we were doing. Okay. So again, we have a whole bunch of stuff that is indicative of us starting and restarting the game. Real quick, I am just going to disconnect the battery power. And we're going to reconnect the Arduino. So what we need to essentially be testing for, or where we were at last time, is that we need to figure out the firing function. Once we have the firing function figured out, we can figure out our health system, our everything else, our building system, etc. What? Oh, I silly me. Ignore the fact that it's moving without power. That's because I unplugged the wrong battery. There, we're just gonna have to wait for this guy to go back. Okay, so the only thing that I really need to see here is that we're seeing both the you lose statement, so when we reach the max, which is what's happening, and we also need to see the restarting game. If we see both, we're good. Let's give it a moment. I lore. Yes. I lost. Green wire fell off. That's okay. That wire is not necessary to the current metagame. Also, that wire is not attached to anything, so don't worry about it. Okay, so I did not see it saying that it successfully restarted the game, which is curious. So I think that's where we're going to start looking. So again, our code's supposed to say we restart the game whenever we get a return counter more than return max, or if we get told to return to the starting position. Okay, 1 second. So if we return to starting position, return counter. They didn't, but with my exposure to Neuro, I have some understanding on how those work. Yeah, LLMs are very confusing, right? Or at least they're confusing me. I would not proclaim to be an expert on them. If anyone else does, Monka. Not Monka, but like, it's difficult. Alright. We have our client loop here. We have this. This is triggering properly. Return to start position is happening. Our return to start position is happening as expected, but we aren't getting the other parts of the code, which is us. Oh, no, we do get the restarting game. Okay. So we are getting the restart of the game. Okay. So that means we are in the position of us... we are in the position of us being able to trigger the end and start of the game. So think of a little enemy guy running down the tracks, and it reaches the end, and then we reset it back. So we're able to do that. I'm going to unplug our device real quick, and then we are going to do some implementation. Okay. So what we need to figure out is... I believe we need to figure out... yeah, our hits. So we need to figure out our hit system. So our current hit system has us checking current monster health and making sure the monster health is going down. This is going to be changed out with a hit registration function as soon as we write it. But for the moment, this should work as expected. This should be 1 times 1, this should be 1. Okay, and then has been hit this round gets flagged. Okay, so what I want to see real quick is we need to do a serial print. I'm just going to do a serial print, serial.println print line. And then throw a current monster health variable. I really just need to see what this variable is and making sure that it's changing every time that we give the command. Because if this guy's not changing, we're running it into issues. Another thing that we need to do is this guy. Oh, oh, apologies. That's what happens when you write stuff from complete memory. Okie dokie. But yeah, so before the code was lost and then recovered by Linted, thank you so much, I was having a pretty okay day. I am unfortunately snowed in, so I can't really go out much. Or there's no reason to apologize. Wait, I was apologizing? So what we want to see here is... we want to see this happen, Monster Downzo. We aren't seeing it happen, so I'm not convinced that we're getting a hit right now. No McDonald's. Guys, I've sustained myself on nothing but Costco pizza for the past 3 or 4 days. I would not suggest it. Like, my mom was like super nice and picked me up food so I didn't have to eat like just loaf of bread and cheese. But I've been eating nothing but Costco pizza instead. Costco hot pizza or frozen pizza? I mean, Costco pizza that was at one point fresh and then that I put in the microwave. Also, I need to hydrate, thank you. Okay, well, hot water's probably back gonna wash up. Probably like I got some creative juices smeared across the page. Oh, nice. Okay. I've been broke all my life. How do I have a better diet than a streamer? Streamers are not rich. But, also, like, I'm a VTuber, dude. If you're expecting a VTuber to have a good diet, that is unfortunate for you. Tower defense. Well, pizza is better than just grilled cheese. Yeah, the thing is, I would have had to use the... I would have had to use the pan that I, wait, like you got a couple of pizzas from Costco, stuck them in the fridge, and are just like microwaving slices? Yes, Ty, that is what I've been doing for the past 3 or 4 days. And not the craft singles we launched. Yes, those are different craft singles. They were spare craft singles that were not launched. What do you... Guys, what's wrong with microwaving pizza for the past 4 days? Anyways, the only thing that I need to check real quick is that the damage calculation is working. So give me a moment. We are just going to do 1 hit. Also, I think these might have to actually be capped. I'm like pretty sure these things have to be capped. Ori on Aura. Okay, we'll see if that works. Because I have a feeling that we are running the 2 caps, or the nick 2 caps function. Let me see what we're doing. Yeah, because we're setting the nick to uppercase. Okay. Let's go ahead and check what happens when we run this code. Our brilliant VTuber struggles with our basic needs. Listen, I'm still meeting my caloric requirements. I still somehow have Ethernet. I didn't die, so all things considered, I would say we're doing quite well. Like, all things considered, we are doing extremely well. Exactly, you're proud of me. Thank you, Linted. Someone's gotta be. Okay, listen, my mom unironically says she's proud of me, okay? So there. So there. Okay. Yeah, we're proud of Mom. Exactly. Alright. Okay, 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit, 1 hit. I need to do this 10 times, apologies. Okay, cool. Translation, why break your back to pass the exam when you can just lower the bar with half the effort? Okay. You know. We try. We try. All right, so you may be asking the following question. Hey, why are you making the hit function exclusive to my name? So the reason is the way that we're going to communicate back and forth is that both bots are logged in as myself in Twitch chat and on the channel. So both bots will communicate with each other using my username as like a form of authentication, for lack of a better reason or better explanation. One of you guys, if you really wanted, could probably make an account called Oriana Aura Alt, like my name essentially, the same way. But don't I just time you out or something along those lines? One moment. Yippee. Dude, this is how we farm. This is how we farm follows. Don't actually do that. Don't go making alt accounts. Why don't you check the nick once at the beginning and skip the rest? So Pokemon, you could do that. That would save you a total of 4 clock cycles per. Sometimes I believe it is. Sometimes it's more convenient to have easier readable code than it is to save 4 clock cycles, and that's usually the case almost always. Unless you're worried about clock cycles and bytes, in which case don't do that. But we're not worried about that here. And also, hello Z-Tech. Welcome in, Z-Tech. No, we are using the Twitch communication protocol, Z-Tech. Listen, we're a little special here. We're a little special, okay? We're a little special. All right. So next, what we need to do, I think this is all we need for our first part of our code. Oh, we also need to increase our gold total. I'm worried about clean code. One auth is better than copy and paste the auth a bunch. Maybe. Again, I'm not 100% gonna argue implementation here. We're just trying to get it working, right? Gold total equals gold total plus 10. That will do. Okay, you guys will get 10 gold per monster. Hopefully you guys don't scale faster. Hold on, I'm trying to think if you guys scale faster than the monster scales. 15. No, because they scale exponentially. You only scale linearly. No, you scale exponentially as well. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If you guys can figure out how to scale exponentially, it's on you. We care about the speed of deployment, not the speed of execution. Exactly. There, however, is truth, and there's nothing as permanent as a temporary solution, though do whatever you want. That is true. That is definitely true, Z-Tech. That is real. That is true and real. Okay. So, this is kind of where I want to leave the code for a second. What we need to do is essentially port all of this code, or port most of this code over into individual, for a lack of a better word, individual, like, I guess you could think of this guy as like the host and the rest clients, but master-slave devices is the term that we're just going to use for this. But essentially, we are going to have to port a slightly different version of code onto these. Now, what these have to interpret is you actually firing. So they're essentially each individual one is going to be looking for... Yeah. Oh, interesting. I have no idea if that will work. That's actually interesting. Hold on. Does it say Oriana Aura? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. That would not work. Darn. Okay. That would have been cool if I have an emote with Oriana Aura, and then you could put the command. But unfortunately, that's not going to work. Okay, so again, the plan is each one of these is going to be looking for... Each one of these are going to be looking for 2 sensors. So whenever you say 1 fire, 2 fire, it's going to go to this guy. 3 fire, 4 fire is going to go to this guy, and 5 fire is going to go to this guy. So yeah. You can also bypass the nick message, so it would have to bypass your library's parser. You can also check the nick, not the message, so it would have to bypass your library's parser. Again, yes. Again, we're saving like a small number of comparisons here. Again, the code's not. We're not trying to work for Google. But anywho, I need to implement. All right. So in order to make this happen, essentially what we're going to need is a default Twitch reader, so able to read and write stuff, where it's going to have the capability of connecting to the network, which is something that we can do. Hopefully our router doesn't run out of like IP addresses to allocate to these guys. I have no idea if that's going to happen, to be perfectly blunt. We've never tried to connect this many devices, so there may be issues. Oh, you'll be fine. Sorry, I was pressing the page up key. I wonder if it's just quicker to start from Xnihilo. Probably. Standard CIDR. 254 devices is default cap for most routers. I see. Hey, at least we aren't having to do static allocation, right? I mean, actually static allocation would make a lot more sense in my head. Though I think... Pretty sure our code automatically runs on different addressing. Anyways, one second. I'm just having to copy and paste in the, I'm copy and pasting in some other code, to see if this guy works beforehand, and so that the Wi-Fi is set up correctly. So give me just a second. Okay. Oh, hey, this is from the AM math bot. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh. Bruh. Gideon here. You okay, buddy? Oh no. Oh, just leave. No, that's okay. That's okay. We all get it wrong sometimes. Also, it's reprogramming it, so don't make fun of him. I won't. Dude, listen. Okay. You guys literally see my constant daily struggles of me failing to make code and stuff. So surely you guys know. Okay. Alright, cool. Horse generator. I have a math oh yeah, you do have a math major. Ooh. You shouldn't I was gonna say you shouldn't share the fact that you have a math major, but it is too late. That's rough, buddy. It gets better. And also, like, realistically, simple subtraction math isn't used in daily life, right? Dude, I'm so sorry, Gideon here. Dude, I'm so sorry, Gideon here. Do you need a memory erasure project? I can make that happen. I think it's just called alcohol, but I think I could make something. Actually, could you make something? Please don't. Please don't. Please don't go. Or do. I don't know. That's okay too if you are no longer enjoying the channel to leave. That is a-okay. Just mention quantum. Quantum confuses me on an immense level. Everything confuses me on an immense level. I have a streak to maintain. Pog. Absolute Chad. Okay. Alright, I think that's enough code that I can make the rest from here without having any major compilation issues. Okay, this is the horse generator. I am I stole some code from the horse generator. I stripped it out into just the bare functionalities. The only thing that we're really checking for is that we're able to connect to Wi-Fi. Again, so the objective here is for us to be able to... I'm having a great day, lots of good news, plus story stream. Oh, dude, wait, what's the good news, Crow? What's the good news? Are you having an interview or something in the near future? But yes, so it is uploading the code. Essentially what we are trying to look for is just making sure that it can connect to Wi-Fi. This isn't hard, but we are just making sure before we proceed with testing. I'm not expecting it to fail. It should not fail. Okay, awesome. It did not fail. So it connects no problem. So what we are going to do is that we are going to name this Tower 1. I'm interviewing on Friday. Test engineer for rocket systems. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, dude. That is super cool. Tower organizer 1. Okay, so here's the way that I'm thinking this code is going to have to work, okay? We see a message saying fire. Fire. We then, fire 1, 2, ... x. We see the message saying fire 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. We then fire the ultrasonic. We then fire the ultrasonic and see if the object is close, aka a hit. Okay. Don't tie his coolness in for that. Okay, yeah, no, Brink has a lot of things that is cool about them. You don't need to define... Okay, listen. To define Brink just on their coolness by, like, that, I feel like is very... They're super awesome in other ways. Most people here are super awesome. In a vast majority of ways. Again, I'm kind of proud of this. Like, I feel like we have, like, unironically, one of the best communities on Twitch. Like, unironically, like, when it comes to stuff. It is pretty cool. We're pretty gangster here, okay? Okay. So, we then fire the ultrasonics and see if the object is close, aka a hit. We then report if hit. So I think that's all that's necessary. We are going to have to make driver code for this. I fumbled my joke reading like Ori, sorry. That's okay. Hey Maple, how are you doing? Dude, I need to get a Nodders emote. The thing I need most in life right now is a Nodders emote. Alright, so essentially what we are going to have to do, let's take a quick look at these sensors. Okay, so each one of these sensors have 4 different pins. Hello, Wacky Brain, welcome in. Nodders. Dude, I love Nodders. I love Nodders so much. Anywho. Okay, so we have VCC, we have Trig, we have Echo. Oh. We have VCC, we have Trig, we have Echo, we have Ground. What we are going to need to pay attention to specifically is the Trig, or Trigger, and then the Echo, or the Echo. I mean, we are essentially going to need 2 GPIOs to control... sorry, I'm just, like, looking at all, like, the Nodders. We just need to nod for a second. Okay, awesome. So we'll need 2 GPIOs per. Each device that we're using has 5, so I think we'll be fine. Power. We're going to need to figure out power for this guy. I believe it is very specific on the 5 volts. Oh, yeah, Shackman. So GPIO stands for General Purpose Input Output. So see how these guys are connected to our PCB, or printed circuit board? They are responsible for essentially taking commands from our microcontroller. So this is our microcontroller. Taking commands from this guy and feeding it into this to operate this sensor. That's what we are doing. That's what we are doing. Is that a World of Warcraft symbol? I sure do love World of Warcraft. I sure do love some World of Warcraft. Someone made a tool that lets you emotes off a base illustration. Oh, that's interesting. Anyways, what we are going to need is to hook this guy up. The one problem that I'm kind of worried about is the actual power. I need to double check this guy's power requirements. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is it would sometimes be labeled on this guy on one part of the IC. I do not see a labeling for it. I do not see a labeling for it, so what we are going to do is we're going to look up this part number here and find the data sheet for it. And that's only because I really don't 100% remember. I believe it's 5 volts, but it's better safe than sorry. Hawawa. Awa. Yeah, it's 5 volts. Okay. So, because it's 5 volts, unfortunately, our microcontroller does not provide 5 volts. Ooh, did you guys want to do a quick side tangent? Are you guys okay with a quick side tangent? Yes? No? Maybe so? Define quick. You know, 15 minutes in and out. Hopefully 15 minutes. All tangents are valid. Yeah, so the thing that I want to check real quick, let me get this guy out of the way. Oh, hey, Shinzu, welcome in. And Double. Sure, Doug. What? Wait, am I Doug? Dude, am I actually Doug? You guys have actually gotten me. My secret identity is actually Doug. We just pulled Doug in from the void, and yep. Turns out I just really like otters. I actually do like otters. But, yeah, no way. He's famous for tangents. Only if your 5-minute coding adventure takes 3 hours. I feel like that's my every coding adventure. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to connect up this guy. I recall someone saying the VN is a shared 5 volts. And I kind of want to see if that works. Let's see if the pinout diagram shows that. It most certainly does not. Okay. But it should be shared on ground, right? Okay. Okay. So, see, I'm hoping that the VN is a shared source of power. Oh no, that only works for one device. No, this isn't gonna work. Okay. No, we're gonna have to figure out a better solution than that. Okay. Hold on. We do need to figure out a powering solution. But I don't think this powering solution is gonna work. Okay, so what is the problem? The problem is I need 5 volts in ground. The answer is that I do not have an easy source of that. The solution is I could make my own voltage rail. I don't believe I'm operating at a high enough voltage for it to be an issue for me to just use a, for me to just use a part of the breadboard. So I'm just going to cut off like this slice of breadboard, and then we're going to use this for ground and power. What risk do we run on this? If you make it 5 volts from the power supply, there's no way that this guy wouldn't be sufficient. So I think this is fine. If we run into issues further down the line, we can split it up. But I don't think we're going to run into issues. Slice of bread? Oh, yeah, dude. I also had frozen bread to eat some, which is kind of nice, I guess. We do like a bit of frozen bread here and there, you know, just as a little treat. We are a frozen bread enjoyer. Where is my scissors? Scissors, scissors, scissors. Need some scissors. Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal. No, I'm gonna have to use scissors. How frozen was the bread? It was something. It was somewhat frozen. It was a solid 6 frozen out of 10. Seriously though, where are my scissors? I have multiple pairs of scissors that I keep around the lab, and I always struggle to find them. Did I drop them on the floor? No, I didn't drop them on the floor. Are they on the side? Yes, they are on the side. Okay. Okay. How frozen of bread? Just, you know, in freezer, right? Never have basic spots you save stuff. I really should be saving my stuff more regularly and committing it to a Git repository. There are many things that I should be doing that I am not doing, like eating vegetables, or getting lots of sleep, or a diet and exercise. Well, actually, I do exercise and I do get enough sleep, but you know what I mean. Saving my code is something that I should be doing, that I'm not doing often. Vegetables, sleep in this economy. Exactly, Dr. Osaka. Exactly. Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to use this guy to power our voltage. We are going to need a solution for this. I am going to use... We're going to need male cables first. I'm going to need some male cables. Just going to make those real quick. How goes defending towers? It goes, goblins. Someone told me to replace sleep with lifting weights up to 3 hours worth. That's a very interesting approach. How are they in real life is the question I have for you. And also, am I too much in front of the screen right now? Or am I good? Do I need to move off to the side? Okay, that should be fine. Actually, I kind of want this smaller. Make this small. We need bigger. We need more Ori. I feel like you're a little farther left than usual. Yeah, it's because of recent things. I'm joking. Okay. This redeem does nothing. This redeem does nothing. Okay. I replaced dread with wallowing in existential dread. Yeah, that's fair. That is definitely fair. We like a bit of dread here, you know. We like a bit of dread on the channel. Just a tiny bit of dread. Also, thank you so much for following Clinky. I'm not gonna say the last part, but Clinky. Wait, do I say it? No. Wait, do I? But no. But yes, but no. But they followed, so they deserve it. But then I'm gonna get clipped and clip farmed. Then I'm gonna get clip farmed. So no, I'm not gonna get clipped. I'm not gonna get clipped saying something sus. I'm joking, of course. It's not like necessarily sus. I just don't want to say it. Just spell it out. U-W-U. Okay. Also, I need to set up the clip command. I really need to get on that. There's so much stuff I need to set up with the channel that I really just haven't properly gotten around to. I feel bad about that. Bro, you basically just... Thank you for cheering a bit. You basically just threw a penny at my face and said, say it. Like, what? Yes. Smile. Bruh. Anyways. One of my friends does that every time I stream. Or the pennies will continue till their morale improves. Thank you. Penny for a thought. My thoughts is, my thoughts are the following. Maple, thank you for cheering 100 bits. Never necessary, always appreciated, but no, don't do that. And then thank you, Sparks, for throwing another penny at my face. Had to say it for the bit. I'm kind of worried. Like, again, what if I get clipped? What if I do it terribly? Because, like, everyone knows how to say it, right? It's just, like, saying it poorly. Also, fork fund. I'm not gonna get a fork fund. Stop throwing pennies at my face, please. Okay, now it rounds up, so it's a nickel. Great, we're getting heavier change. Okay. The alerts sound crazy loud, though. Okay, sorry, let me turn that down. Oh, Husk, you can't do that. Husk. Husk, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for gifting subs. You know what that means. You know what that means. I must do something similar. Because I feel bad whenever someone gifts subs, so I must gift a few subs as well. Okay, cool. Okay. We gift a few subs. Anyways. Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for the gift subs, though. Husk, it's always... It's beyond appreciated. It's, not unnecessary, though. Please not to me. I don't need the attention. Anywho, let us... Aw, dude, I love the cool emote. That looks so cool. And also, now everyone's gonna have the emotes. Does anyone not have emotes right now? Okay. He says after stepping into the stoplight. Or spotlight, yep. Yep. But yes, thank you so much. Okay. Okay. So, that worked out. What we need to do is we need to... Thank you, Spooky One, so much for the bits. It's always appreciated, never necessary. Thank you for gifting a sub to Wacky Boulder. It's appreciated, never necessary. Okay. Okay, so... We need to think. We need to think. So again, because this guy has a VCC and a ground, we're going to need to set it up. So let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get that. In order to do that, we're going to need male to female cables and a lot of them. So this should do well. Okie dokie. I am just going to use standard colors, so I'm just going to use like black and brown and purple for ground. Is the soldering iron still on? No, it is not, Jalopy. No, it is not, Mr. Jalopy. 156 cents of bits as of now. Pog. Okay, let's just get this guy plugged in. So again, we're going to make a common voltage source. It's possible. I'm slightly worried about powering our microcontrollers with this. We can, though. But yeah. If we did that, I would kind of want to put this on a not breadboard, because these aren't meant for high amperage. Ty, thank you for gifting subs. It's always appreciated, never necessary. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the subs. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. We're good. We are good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, I need to make these grounds. Okay. And also, yeah, we don't need to attract any swarm members. Don't worry. Don't worry. We don't worry. We're close to the hype train record. I must continue. I see. Thank you, Ty. I appreciate it. And everyone who did gift stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for gifting us a sub, Armed Dragon to Wolf. Thank you so much. Oh, Maple, don't worry. I have an idea if that ever happens. Oh, thank you so much, Sparks. It's appreciated. Again, never necessary, guys. Thank you. But I need more cables. So again, we have 5 sensors, so we're going to need 1, 2. Slowly shrinks into the core. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Side Area. Wait, is Side Area here right now? Is this the plan? Press ganging fin turns? No. Do the people involved know this idea, Ori? Wait, what? Auto-modding Vettel emotes? Yeah, in theory. In theory, I'm sure they would... I think at least 2 of them have either offered or I've talked to them about it. And then the other one I would have to do as a meme, legally. Like, I'm legally obligated to do it as a meme. But yes, that's... Again, that's not going to happen. And also, all things considered, usually people are really well-behaved, in my opinion. So I don't have to worry about that. Sai, shouldn't you be asleep? Also, hello, Sai. Hopefully I guess your internet's back if you're saying stuff. Okay. We are Gouda. Just need to get this guy plugged in. Probably. I forgot you're a creature. Oh. Thank you so much, Senzu, for the bits. It's very much appreciated, never necessary. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, thank you, Adam McCray, for the 200 bits. Again, it's always appreciated, never necessary. Obviously, 100% of this will go back into the channel, but again, we're not... We're good. We're good. We're good. We are Gouda. Okay. Okie dokie. Anyways, back to work. If this train is still going by the time I finish, you people will... Oh, no. Thank you so much, Boulder, for the 513 bits. It's an oddly specific amount of bits. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It is always nice, never necessary. Oh, thank you so much for following Gigheart T. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good time while you're here. I hope you have a good time while you're here, dude. And if you don't, that's okay too. Oh, thank you, Wacky, as well. My Wacky Braid for the stuff. If you break your ban record, please feel free to ban me for shenanigans. I've only banned, like, 1 non-bot. Again, I've only banned 1 person, so it's not gonna happen. It's even funnier with frozen pizza. Yeah. Oh. Sparks. Sparks, you can't just do that. Thank you again so much for the 1,000 bits. Guys. No. I appreciate this so much, but no. We're good. Thank you so much, Wolf, for gifting subs. And Sparks for the kilobit 1024 pog. And Ty for the other sub too. I do actually not know who Lyritis? Yeah. But thank you guys. We're good though. We're good. I need to get this stuff plugged in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 sensors. We're gonna need 5 sensors. So I'm gonna need 2 more, one on both sides. Okay. 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 We're good, guys. We're good. We're good. We are good. Okay. Thank you, Linted, for subbing. It's appreciated. Never necessary. Always appreciated. We're good. Eat 1 vegetable every 2,000 bits. Negatory. 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 Please ignore the steady thumping noise coming from my end. I'm just remodeling my concrete wall. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. Actually, I don't know how to remodel a wall, but... And yeah, I don't really have any to eat unless you count, I mean, pizza's a vegetable, right? Okay, so I essentially need to power this guy up. Wait, no forks? Yeah, I don't... Okay, yeah. So, we have this. Yes, I do not own any forks, any metal forks, Adam. Or metal spoons, or metal knives. Wait, I own a metal knife, technically. But I don't own, like, an eating metal knife. Thank you, Gideoneer, for the 100 bits for the fork fund. I don't need a fork fund. I have plastic forks. Oh, thank you, Jane, for the hydration alert. Also, hello, Jane. How are you doing? How's it going? Oh. I saw a bit of your Tamagotchi stream. Your title was a little sus. Oh, Z-Tag, you can't give subs to. I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate it so much. XDX, yeah. You have wire strippers? Yeah. Tired as ever, but good. That's good. That is good. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. We are good, guys. We're good. We're good. We are good. So yeah. We are Gouda. Oh, wait. Oh, is that a Shumimi enjoyer? That seems like a Shumimi enjoyer. We love Shumimi. Poor Ori just trying to hear build and will keep donating to her future tax problems. Don't worry, I don't have tax issue. Well, no, we're good. We're good. We're good. Thank you for throwing... Thank you for the bits, Pokemon. It's appreciated. Never necessary. Yeah. Wait, you need to pay taxes on gift subs? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Yeah, how did you end up here? It's a fair ask. Oh, wait, Sigmar FGC. Thank you so much for... Guys, okay, we're good. We're good. Like, unironically, we are good. We are good. This was a joke. Yes, you need to pay taxes on income. Yes, of course. Hello, Sigmar FGC. Also, I'm pretty sure if there's anyone cheering harder for Shumimi's eventual success, there's no one cheering harder than Sigmar FGC, because that guy, I'm pretty sure once Shumimi hits 40k, they're gonna do a 40k stream, right? So I've heard. Oh! Thank you for gifting subs. Or a sub with sword to Shumimi. It is very much appreciated. It is never necessary, always appreciated. And thank you, Wacky, for the 50 cents towards the fund. We are still just hooking stuff up for our tower defense thing. Hello, I was sent here because Twitch gave me a notification because there's a hype train. Oh, hello, Anthony Moa. I hope you have a very good time while you're here. We are just making an ultrasonic tower defense system. Also, thank you so much. Okay, guys, we're good. Thank you for sending a sub to Churchy. Churchy's awesome too, dude. I was listening to some of her singing last night. I wasn't gonna say that, but I was listening to her singing request. Was pretty good. Pretty good. Her singing is indeed very cozy. She also has a very wide range, which is extremely impressive to me. But Churchy is indeed fun. And again, we are just hooking up all of our sensors before I forget about it. Okay. By the way, I beat Geometry Dash. Okay, nice. To be fair, we're only gifting to people who actually know or exist. Churchy doesn't know I exist, right? I'm not sure if Churchy knows I exist. I mean, she might. But I know Shumimi might. I think Shumimi does. I think Ellie does in theory. She does now. She raided Sideria's collab. That's true. That's true. Yes, she did raid into us, but she raided... You know what I mean. Aren't there over, like, 9,000 VTubers? Ellie is following you. Yes, Ellie knows who I am in theory. But yes. Yes. Nodders. We're good. We're good, guys. We are good. I don't even have enough, let alone to start a streak for the most part. Oh, I see. How many of those have taken the Sonic quiz? Also, Sideria, why'd you take the Sonic quiz? I didn't even send it to you. I did not even send it to you. Also, thank you so much, Solicon, for the follow. I hope you have a good time while you're here. For as long as you do. I needed to know. Yeah. Do we have the results? We have the results, unfortunately. The fact is that this started with someone throwing a single penny at your head. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. I hope you guys... I will endeavor my best to make good content for you all. And, I don't know what else to say in this situation besides thank you. Yar. Okay. Oh, that berry emote's good. Okay. That's what we call the butterfly effect? Yes. IDKY, it's telling me this now, but yeet. Oh. But yes, thank you guys so much. Again, we are going to start after all that, so no... Okay, listen. I would sooner gift stuff than do that. I would sooner gift to charity. I came up with a new parasocial sensor, but it depends on the Canada passing legislation for open A. Oh my gosh, don't do that. I could make that too. I kind of want to make that. I really do want to make a parasocial sensor. And right now I'm just plugging in our ultrasonic sensors. So give me a quick momento and we shall get it all done. But yes. Let's see. It's not as bad as the bed occupancy sensor, and I did that first. I'm not going to log into World of Warcraft. I haven't even logged into World of Warcraft in, like, a whole day, okay? Like, if I haven't played World of Warcraft in a whole day, you know, it's good. Curious, how do you need the bed sensor? I want to make one to make me get out of it by very... Zeatek. I've tried to make that before. Let me stop you right there, okay? Let me stop you right there, okay? So, making your own sensor for that, and then making a way for you to get out of bed is not a good idea. Because it will essentially make you hate getting out of bed. Because I made, like... Okay, so before this channel, I made a proximity sensor that would start, like, a window scheduling task. For a lack of a better word, essentially, like, if I didn't get out of bed by a certain period of time, it would send a Windows event and then shock me. And then I I spent all this time implementing it and trying to get it to work. It was not good. It was not good. I realized instantly that I hated being shocked. It's not good. It is not good. It is not good. It is not good. Also, you feel like a prisoner because you're not going to put it around your neck because you're not crazy. And you're not going to put it around, like... So you're either going to put it around your arm or your leg, which makes it super uncomfy to sleep with because I had it on. And it was super uncomfy to sleep with, and it feels like you're under house arrest. So it's just not good all around. So yeah. Whew. You know. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. They make commercial shock watches. Why make a commercial shock watch when you can make your own? And also, I would never, Sparks. I would never. Anyways, let us continue onwards and upwards. Oh no, my keyboard. There's already APIs for that. By the way, Sparks. Really innocent, exactly. Live dangerously, attach it to a Tesla coil. Let's not attach it to a Tesla coil. Also, not a hot take, but Edison is better, or Edison is worse than Tesla. I will die on that hill. Edison is a chump. We die on those hills. Anyways. Okay, so all these guys are powered. All these guys are powered. Then we need we're going to need the connectors. So we need connections to actually drive these, so we are going to use male to female, or actually no, just female to female connectors should be fine in this application. Okay, I need female to female connectors. Okay, back. Coolest take ever. No one likes Edison. Yeah, I don't think anyone does. That's true. Okay, wait. What's a hot take? What is a hot take? What's a hot take? What's a hot technology take? I feel like I'm pretty like straightforward when it comes to technology. Hot take, LLMs. See, I feel like that's not a hot take, Linted. I feel like that's just an opinion. Mondays are like burritos? What? Mondays are like burritos. I'm not sure how Mondays are like burritos. Have you seen the new laws surrounding 3D printers? Let's try and get past. No, I have not. Okay, I don't want to use a brown for a non-ground signal. Purple's okay to use this for a non-ground signal, but nothing else. Okay. Okay. Let's get this guy connected. So again, we are going to connect everything. Rest people have repolarized Haskell. People as the most annoying people. That's fair. Garrosh did nothing wrong. Garrosh did nothing right. I will... See, Sigmar, you know just what to say to make me upset. I'm not sure if you've only typed in here like once, but like... See, I'm glad that you came in with a spicy hot take. We appreciate your spicy hot take. Sigmar is mid. How about that? How about that? Sigmar as a war god is mid. Mork and Gork is where it's at. I want to be cunning yet brutal. Or brutal yet cunning. I'm joking. Sigmar's pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Here's a hot take. Only fans of a certain series will get. Anders did nothing wrong. 2 messages. 2 messages. Yeah, 2 messages. Got one. I don't even know what that means. Hot take, binary isn't useful, it only makes stuff longer. I will disagree on that. And who said I did something wrong? No one said you did anything wrong. Also, yeah, I'm pretty sure Gork and Mork would also respect Sigmar, you know. I'm just saying. Also, are you a fan of fantasy or 40k? Or both. You can be a fan of both. You can be a fan of both for sure. More 40k, really? You like 40k more, but your name is Sigmar? Interesting, very interesting. Interesting. I do think that is a take of all time. Okay, so who's your favorite faction? Please don't tell me you're like an Ultramarines. Please don't tell me you're an Ultramarine player. Please tell me you are not an Ultramarines player. That's all I want to hear. As long as you say, I'm not an Ultramarines player, okay, you're fine. Okay. Would I pray to the Omnisaya? Dude, okay, listen. You guys have yet... Like, Slaanesh, yes, I'm actually a Slaanesh cultist. Smile. You guys just don't know it. I'm also a Zinch cultist. I just sniffled. I'm a Nurgle cultist. Why the heck would printers be connected? I only have one experience with games, Slaanesh cultist, but also Super Say So. Exactly. Okay. Zinch I would believe, Slaanesh not so much. Yeah, considering I've never... Aura, do you have Aura? No, I do not have any Aura. I do not have any Aura, and that is a-okay with me. Unfortunately, I was not born with, like, massive amounts of Aura. So now I need to plug in, a total of 4 GPIOs each. So if you take a quick look, we are connecting to D1, D2, D5, and D6. Sounds like you need to aura farm some then. I never really understood that. Pardon my French, but I never really understood that. Man, we are making some nice spaghetti right now. Do you guys like spaghetti? I could really go for some spaghetti right now. Okay. Just stand on a light pole with a cape, easy aura. Okay. So Husk, hear me out. Okay, I've always kind of wanted to make... I've kind of really wanted to make, like, a superhero, not outfit, but superhero, like, tech. And I think that would be interesting. Like, obviously this isn't superhero tech, right? But, I want to make cool devices that can be used by superheroes. I want to be the guy in the chair, you know? If that makes any sense to anyone. I just think that would be immensely cool. And also I should just be Oriana __. Thank you. Yes, be the guy in the chair. Exactly, dude. You want to be Ned. Yeah. I got a hot take, but it might be a little too toasty. As long as it's safe for work, I'm fine with you saying that. You want to be the Oracle, like, in Batman? No, I want to be, like, the... So, like, you know in, like, the spy movies where, like, they walk up and they're like, what is this device? Well, you see, it looks like just a thing of lipstick, but it's actually a laser type guy. I want to be that person. Ori... Oh, Q? Yeah, exactly, dude. I want to develop superhero tech. That would be cool. I wonder... Oh, also... If you guys know from... Yeah, Totally Spies. What is his name? Jerry? From Totally Spies? But, what's the word? My favorite hero, or like my favorite hero in My Hero Academia is, oh, my battery dying. 1 second. Okay, apologies about that, guys. 1,000 pardons. I have returned. Why is my thing blue? Uravity is the best hero. No. I really like Hatsumi Mei. Because she just, like, invents stuff as her entire personality. And I just think that's... I just think that's neat. I feel like I'm missing one ESP. Did I not have a third? It appears I did not have a third. One moment. Not movie inventor girl? What? ESPA 266. Yeah, that'll be fine. Hatsumi is too good at her job. I love how excited she gets. Exactly! Like, each individual invention is her baby, and she's gotta, like... She's gotta make it. She's super excited. Like, that's the person I want to be in life, you know? Anyways, we had to pop open a cold one. Oh, hey, Cogs. Hopefully you were able to drive safe from work. Okay, here's the take. 3D printing is overhyped. I don't think that's true, dude. Like, it's limited in what it can do, but it's pretty cool. There is another MH movie with another inventor girl. Oh, I need to see it. Also, I'm missing a ground. That's backwards. That is without a doubt backwards. I had a small panic attack, so I made some fudge. At least that's a productive use of your time. Also, there's something that I have been wanting to get better at in VTubing, and that is... I really would like to get better at 3D modeling stuff. I just haven't really had the opportunity to. Panic attack to heart attack fudge combo. That's a true combo. I will fight you on this hill to my death realistically while barehanded. I mean, I suppose. Okay. So the last one here only needs connection to 1. If we need to drive any additional GPIO, general purpose input outputs, on the model, or on our like system, we can use it. However, I don't think that's going to be necessary. So let's go ahead and proceed with coding. Any of these shout to you. Just gonna push the shower away ever so slightly. Okay. If only she built a team of smart people? What? Sure would be convenient if anyone knew how to 3D model. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are multiple people in this community who know how to 3D model at a very good level. And at least one knows how to do it at a professional level. Actually, probably 2. Alright. Ori, if you have an invention idea, the Discord team would get it done in record time. Maybe. I'm not sure how quickly we could get it done. Also, hello, Random Logic 0101. And hello, Cabbage Dude, I love that name. Cabbage McGravel. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cabbage McGravel, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you an important question, Cabbage McGravel? I need you I need you to answer me honestly. I need you to answer me honestly, okay? Is your profile picture the picture of the rat from Bear in Big Blue House? That was the question. Okay, anywho. Sure. Wait, no, we don't need a poll. I mean, whatever is effective, right? And gets the job done. So anyways, we need to drive our 2 sensors. I don't believe so. It's a random Ratatouille meme image. Oh, okay. I see. I should have... We're gonna need just a bit of space here. Don't go above this line. Hello, Ori. I hope your day is going well. Am I manic? I'm doing okay. Am I a manic scientist, guys? I'm not a manic scientist, right? There's 0 chance. Right, guys? No. Good, 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 good. Yes. Not good. I am not. Oh. No curse and some other things. That's fair. Type 1 for manic. If I'm not mistaking it for something else, at least. Yeah, that's fair. 3. IDK. I do a third of my stuff in Mania. 1. Okay, 2 if not. 2 if normal. 2 if normal, guys. 2 if normal. 2 if normal. Thank you, Linted. You're a real one, Linted. You're a real one, Cogs. Thank you, Ty. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy. That's okay. 3 if other. Yeah, 3 if other. That's fair. 2 out of 2. Platypoid. Dude, I like your name, Platypoid, by the way. It's like platypus. 3, haven't been here long enough to tell. I see. That's good. Wait, have you... Okay, no, no, we shouldn't say that. We shouldn't say that. We should not say that. Okay, I'm going to copy paste this code, and then we are going to need trigger and echo pen v2. Trigger pin 2. Echo pin 2. Okay. Who's crazy here? I'm definitely not crazy. Like, again, I'm the least crazy person I know. And that's why they leave me in a room by myself for a majority of the time. Because that way I can be the least crazy person I know. You're crazy. 3. Come on, guys. Understood. Thank you, Cabbage McRavel. This is what I get. Alright, I need to check which pin numbers we're using. We're using 1412. I'm starting to I did not cheat on that. That also means you're the most crazy in the room. That's true too. Again, yeah. You know, it just adds to the lore, right? Being just a little, just a tiny bit crazy adds to the lore. It adds to our lore. Anyways, that should work. What we need to do, I think I have the test code in a different version of my files. I believe I left it commented out. Excellente. Character development, yippee. Wait, what is that emote from? Smelly? I do not know that person. The first time I watched her... I'm sorry for farming you guys, or if I'm farming you guys. I'm not sure if this is farming, But how many of you were introduced to me via the crayon? Like me eating a crayon? Like that's your introduction to me, was eating a crayon. One, two. 0, not me. Okay, only 2 people. Only 2 people. I was not aware of that. Thanks for telling me, XDX. No, I found you in some science category. See? Thank you, TMKDK. You've been around for a while, if I recall. I was introduced to you just literally moments before the crown redeem happened. Sure you were. Did not find you that way, however, did not... Okay. I suppose technically we rated Yumi, who rated you, then less than 10 minutes someone mentioned a crown and you did it. Okay. Anywho. We are Gouda. They are marked as non-toxic. This is the code that you need to run them. I need to make a separate object. Okay, so I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. I believe. Sonar.ping. Sonar is the object name. Sonar 2. Yep. And we just need to do trigger and echo. Okay. So on Friday you talked about how getting wax out of your teeth. How is this the first time I'm here about this? What? So Play-Doh tier list. I'm not going to eat Play-Doh. I've heard this. I'm not going to eat Play-Doh regardless, but I've heard its taste does not taste good. Anyways, we have our trigger pen. We have our echo pen. Again, we are running 2 sensors. Just need to swap these guys out. Play-Doh salty. Okay, let's go ahead and compile and build. Ooh, that's a lot of areas. Okay, with the airs on the stack. With the airs on the stack, we're gonna need the new ping library, I'm pretty sure. That should help. Ever wondered what hydrophobic sand tastes like? That seems like an actively dangerous thing to eat, but I could be wrong. Okay, it compiles, no issue. Give me a second as I load this onto a board. I need a brief, second. I'm just gonna put British guy in. And then, what else do we need? We need this. I need this code. This code, posture check, thank you. Sonar 2, was it? Is it Sonar 2? Yeah, Sonar 2. And hydrate. Okay, give me a brief minute, please. 1 second. Okay, no one rioted, right? I just had to drink, or grab some water. I unfortunately ran out of water. Riot mod is gone. We don't have a mod. There's not a singular mod here. The closest thing to mod is Thai if they want to be a mod. But, again, well, that's only in event of emergencies, right? Wait, is that like a peanut riot? Okay. Dude, the peanut thing's a microaggression. It's not actually a microaggression. I'm a Quarry Foreman assistant, if that gets me close. In case of emergency break time. Okay, listen, Ty. You know for a fact that that's like... I've talked to you about this. I thought I've talked to you about this. Like, in an emergency event, like, I'm gonna rely on you. You have to? Okay, so we're getting some interesting code outs. What I think the issue is that we are not looking at the right baud rate. So, switch baud rate. There we go. Okay. Okay, so code is working, or at least we're getting outputs. What are we connected to, though? These two? Okay. Well, we should be getting nothing right now. So that's very interesting to me, because we have yet to power the devices. Okay. Before we do this, so we're able to run multiple sonar instances, so I'm not worried about that. What we need to do is the following. I want to double check that all of our power stuff is wired correctly, because we could brick devices pretty easily otherwise. So essentially what I want to do is just check that our ground and power is all hooked up correctly before we give it benchtop power supply. Fairly straightforward, you know. Will just take me a minute. So blue is VCC. So blue is VCC and ground is black. That is correct. This guy is VCC is a green, and then the ground is a brown. That is correct. And again, I just don't want to accidentally brick any of these sensors. We do have backups, but why bother with a backup when you can get it right the first time? Okay. VCC, that's correct. And ground is Barney. That is correct. Next one. I don't know why, but this just caused chat-controlled steamroller to... Wait, how would you chat control that, though, Boulder? Please make it clear for me how you would make that chat controlled. Like, I mean, I could put, like, a spinny thingy on a motor. Or on a chat control. Like, we could do that. But I'm not sure what that accomplishes. You know? Forward. Okay, that's good. Next one, VCC is white, and ground is green on this guy. That is correct. Why bother with backups? Literally started the stream. Anyways, guys. Anyways. Anyways. Okay. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're good, we're good. I'm not angry, you're angry. I would never get angry. Especially on a Monday. I'm supposed to be super happy on Mondays. Mondays are my favorite day of the year. Or week. Month. That reminds me, I should figure out how to save code to multiple locations. Again, I know how to do all this stuff. It's just a matter of doing it. Okay. So I am going to be using this guy. And then we just need to check that these guys are connected correctly in the code as well. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. It hasn't been your day It hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. Realistically, things have been going pretty well in my life, so I have no major complaints. Anyways, so blue is connected to... So what we're looking at is we're checking the connections here. So we have a blue wire and a green wire. We need to check what they are. So the blue wire is on 5, the green wire is on 4. So that's what we need to verify that we are seeing the same reflected in our code. So blue is 5. Okay. So why this matters, blue is 5. So 5 is set to the trigger pin at the moment. What we need to make sure is that it's also set to the trigger pin on the board. It is in this case, so that is correct. And then we also need to check our other device. So let's check our other device. Okay, so on our other device, we are connected to pins D5 and D6. So these two pins are connected to D5, D6. We have D5 is GPIO pin 14, and that is yellow. So the yellow pin is on 14. So, yellow pin on 14, that should be connected to the trigger pin and the echo pin. Those are connected correctly. All right, so now when we give this guy power, it should work out. I'm going to go ahead and turn the benchtop supply on. We're going to turn the benchtop supply on as soon as I can get everything set up and configured. So we're just going to turn the benchtop on. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So, turning on the benchtop supply. I'm not sure if it's on 5 volts currently. It is on 5 volts. Always check before you apply. And let's go ahead and apply voltage. Make sure these guys do not short. Oh, I am also going to be taking a look at how much voltage everything is pulling, or how much amperage. It shouldn't be pulling that much. The sensors aren't that strong. Okay, cool. We're sitting at 0.02 amps, so we are definitely good on that. I was just making sure we're not shorting any devices. So now, if we connect our device that we're looking at, we should proceed. Should be able to proceed. Ah, I'm sitting on a cable. Owie. Okay, all good. Alright, very good. Stabby cable. It's not a stabby cable per se, it's just a little guy. Right, so what we are hoping to see here is both of these guys are kind of pointing off into the distance, so I'm hoping that, oh, I'm doing good, Ardence. Aro, thank you for resubscribing. It's very much appreciated. I hope you have a good time while you're here. Oh, at tier 3, thank you so much. Nod. Okay, so serial monitor. As soon as this guy is done uploading, it should go ahead and connect to the code. And we are still seeing not ideal outputs. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this guy. Okay, so we are running into issues. We are still getting a weird distance. What I think this is a delayism. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a look at the code and figure out what the issue is, because I'm an adult. I'm an adult. I work here. I don't work here, but I work here. There should be a start ping button. You just made a Twitch chat bingo? What is the work thing you speak of? I don't know. I just work here. Okay. Sonar.ping. Distance. We're seeing issues. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay, so we're running the sonar.ping, so I'm not thinking that's the issue. I feel like I'm missing the trigger. I'm not writing the trigger pins high and low, am I? I think that's what I'm not doing. Do you need to write the trigger pins high and low? You shouldn't if you're using the function, which is what we're using. But maybe we do have to in this case. Honestly, this should work with just the new ping library. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, I think I know what it is. Well, I have an idea of what it is. So I think what it is we're not setting our outputs correctly. Pop. So what we need is we need to set our GPIO outputs correctly. So the trigger pin is an output, and the trigger pin is an output, and the echo pin is an input. Okay, so trigger pin is an output, this guy's an input, and then we do the same thing for this. Alright, excellente. So, trigger pin 14, and echo in 12. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Let's see if that is a fix. Taking bets now if it's going to be a fix or not. And again, reminder, we just kind of go for the hackathon vibes here. We're just essentially trying to see how far we can get today. I mean, we're making pretty okay progress, all things concerned. I'd like to see us get to the point where we can register a hit successfully. After we're able to register a hit, I think we'll be in a good position. But then it'll come down to assembly. And also, we want both sensors to work at the same time. So all things considered, I think we'll be good. Alright. Alright, so we're getting much different answers now. If you see, we are getting our results way too quickly for me to make good use of. So what I'm gonna do is throw a... I'm just gonna throw a delay for a second. Delay. Because this is going too fast for me to read, to be perfectly honest. Okay. Sparks make your ears entertained, that's all I can ask for. Yeah, that's fair. Is Sparks Maker your child? Please stop being entertained, it's bad for your... Oh, that's not very nice. Monka. Does anyone here's username start with a B? Not mine. Alright, so we're still getting weird distance thingy. I'm pointing one at the ceiling real quick. I'm not seeing anything on output. Well, draft, that's not too good. One is pointing at the ground, so that makes sense. Well, I'm pointing this guy at the ceiling. Hold on, let me get the device up slightly. Okay, so we're having an issue. Um, okay, so we are having an issue. We are having an issue. Our device is saying it's not good. Could I have swapped my pins? That's a possibility. Am I not running my code correctly? That's also a possibility, of course. Do both need to be set as outputs? That is a possibility. Though they should both be, one should be an input, one should be an output, to be perfectly blunt. So I don't think that's the issue. Think. Are our devices powered? Yes, because they're giving things other than 1 and 0. Are you positive our device is powered? No. If I turned off my power supply, does it just return zeros? So if I turn off my power supply, it just returns zeros. That's fine. That's expected code. Oh yeah, you have Brink and Boulder stuff, so yes. Okay, so the only thing I can think of is I have the input-output pin separated, but I really don't. Oh, did it just need to be power cycled? Okay, so we're getting weird results now. Interesting. Let me point this guy closer to me. Okay, one's pointing at the ceiling, so one should be pretty high. It just had to be power cycled? Okay, that's peculiar. So one just had to be power cycled, and then if I put, like, the cap over it... Yeah, we're getting correct answers. Then let me try the other one. We'll point them both at the ceiling. So both these guys are Ah! I just unplugged one. Maybe it calibrates at boot? I honestly do not know. I do not know off the top of my head. Also, I recall someone saying there's a possibility of some interference, so I'm going to make sure these guys are far away as possible from each other. Alright. So, they are powered on, so we should be getting far distances away. Did I swap those two? Trig is blue. Trig is blue, which is 5. That is correct. Okay. And then if I cover it... Okay, hold on. Let me get this guy to the side so you guys are able to see. Oh. Iron... Bup. Okay. So, right now I should be staring at the camera, which is about 30-40 centimeters. That makes sense in my head. It may be reaching all the way to the roof. If I put the little blink on it, it should reduce it. But we are not seeing a reduction. And if I put it all the way on the top, let's try the other device. Other device. Okay, yeah, so this one's working properly. Really? Your camera is only 30 to 40 centimeters off the table? I mean, it's probably closer to 50. Yeah, 58. Yeah, 58. Approximately 50, give or take, is what it's saying, so approximately 50, right? Okay, so that's looking good. So this sensor's good, the other sensor's not good at the moment. Let's go ahead and figure out what could be wrong with this sensor. One thing that comes to mind is maybe it's not being powered. If it was not being powered, how would we verify that? Let me check the grounds and the outputs. They're both plugged in. Okay. Okay. To differentiate these two, what I'm going to do... Yes, I will hydrate in just a second. I'm going to do distance 1 and distance 2. And then run that and then see what we get. This code should work, and again, we're just making sure both sensors can be ran at the same time. These sensors are ultimately going to have to be put pretty close to each other. But consequently, the sensor should only essentially be ran. The sensor should only be ran, what's the word? The sensor should only be ran when it's called upon to fire. That's okay, Muddy Dressy. We never get rated, except for the times we get rated. We get rated a lot. I wouldn't say we get rated a lot. We get rated an average amount of times, I think is fair. Honestly, I have no idea on how to track that stuff. Okay. So what I'm caring about is distance 2 right now. So I want this guy staring at the ground. So 1 is staring at the ground right now, so it should be reporting back. What? Hold on. Gonna power cycle it. Okay. Okay, so 1 should be near 0. I'm pointing 2 at the roof right now. Or not the roof, but like, you know what I mean? Alright, it looks like 2's working, just a little janker. What happens if you point them at each other? Would they interfere? They should interfere with each other. I would imagine they interfere. Actually, no. In theory, they should cancel each other's waves, but since they do it at different times, since they send it at slightly different times, I imagine that the delay between the serial print is high enough that they're not going to cross-interfere. And they should just bounce off of each other normally, which is what's happening in this occasion. Which is good. Because if they are the same distance from each other, they should see each other. Yeah. I think this is pretty accurate. We'll have to do a bit of tuning and calibration, but I think we're in a pretty good place. So, now what we need to essentially do is the way that we're running this is not correct. Or is, well, I mean, it's correct in the fact that it works, right? But is not going to be indicative of an actual system. So, what we need to do is whenever we send this message. Okay. Need to be looking every second. Distance 1. Cheese? Exactly. Okay. Alright. So what we need to do here is essentially whenever we send the sonar 1, or our sonar out, so if you do fire 1, fire 1. Cool. If you fire 1, we want it to go ahead and get the distance. We are going to need a temporary variable. We are going to call that temporary variable int is close, I guess? Sure. Question mark, yeah. Let's put a question mark at it. Surely that won't go wrong. Okay, so is close. So we want to set our variable to sonar dot ping underscore cm. So that gets our cm, or how far it is away. And then if is close is more than 0 and is close less than, so this will determine if our distance is far enough away, is less than 20. 20, send Twitch message, open brackets, this, and hit. And then else, we don't need to miss. Hit on 1. Okay, so we need to do the same thing except this for our other sensor. And then we're going to have to repeat this across 3 different boards, but we need to make sure, that it works before we proceed, which is why we are doing this. Test subunits first. Someone donates bits on my bingo card, by the way. Cool. So sonar 2. And then 2. Alright, that should work. So, hit on 2. 1 penny time. Thank you for throwing a penny at my face, Ty. I really appreciate it. Alright. So that should make this code work. code's done compiling. So I'm going to go ahead and push it over. So what we should be seeing here is, if I turn on our station, so if we turn on our station, this guy is currently pointing at the roof. So if you do fire 1 once it's connected, oh, it's not. Uh-oh. 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 That's not good. That's not very good at all. Okay. Okay, need to reprogram it. Let us reprogram. Bits plural? That literally makes me imagine someone wandering around looking for something to do. I don't know. I'm always looking around for something to do. That's part of the fun. Okay. So I think we are looking good. Let's go ahead and get this guy open. After this, though, after we do get it working, I think we'll probably move towards wrapping it up. Ori just doxed her height. She's 4/5, 4, 5, 3, 5. What? Okay. So tower organizer, if you guys could do fire 1, what should happen is, oh, that's not 1. 1 is this guy. If you guys do fire 1, it should miss at the moment. So if you do fire 1, all caps, just fire 1. No spaces, just fire 1. Oh, sorry. In English, in letters. So fire O-N-E. Okay. Okay, cool. It is currently missing, which is as expected. Let's go ahead and cover it up. So if there was a target in the way, and then please do it again. And then it sees the target. Same thing on 2. If you could try 2, please, real quick. So fire 2 is the same command. Should be fine. Okay, and that... Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so we got a hit on 2 even though we're not seeing it. Try again, please. The sensor may be a bit busted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One more time, please. There's definitely nothing within 20 centimeters of it. And then try again, please. Can someone say a number? Okay, and then try one more time, please. Okay, so it's working now. There appears to be some initial lag on this guy. Must have been the wind. Well, yeah, I'm holding it right now. So essentially the way that we wrote our code is it will trigger that chat message. So see how I sent the chat message, hit on 2? So now what we will do is we switch back to our tower defense code. Boop, boop. So we hit back to our tower defense code. And this hit on 2 thing would actually be where we are checking. So on 2, for instance, we'd be checking this for hit on 2 with my username. So if we powered both devices, send Twitch message received hit. Okay, hit on 2. Alright. So I just need to update one of our other boards. One moment. Okay. We should have our hit registration done pretty soon. Give me just a sec. Need these two. These two for a little fun. Turn this guy off. This is powered that way. Then you are powered VN and ground. VN, ground. Okay, so what we are going to do is if I power on both devices, and then we get our device number 2 up. So once both things have connected, so we have power defense or tower defense organizer, both. We have the main thing, and then we have the off. So in theory, what should happen now is if you guys type fire 2 and I'm over it, it should communicate back and forth with each other to say that you've landed a hit. And then we should hopefully receive the Twitch message that we have received a hit. We did not receive the hit. We only care about hit on 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think there's a issue with the spaces here. So what I'm going to do, switch back to our application. We're just going to hit, I'm just going to reduce this down to hit 2. Cool. And just in case. Saw message. Saw message. Compile. Go back to this one and then hit 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna simplify it real quick. We can get the actual statements once we are fully done. So, first one's the tower defense one. To upload this code. Alright, so give me a moment to swap everything out and update it. And this is the beautiful mess that we've made so far, guys. Absolutely beautiful when it comes to the mess. Okay. So again, we're waiting for the reprogram, and then we'll have to reprogram the other one as well. Alright, awesome. Let's reprogram the other one. And then, in theory, we should have our hit detection system. Keyword in theory. I do want to say keyword in theory, because if you look at this, if you look just like kind of vaguely at this, surely we have a hit detection system here somewhere, right? Right? Right, guys? And this is why we like Mork and Gork. And this is why we like Mork and Gork. Okay, so that one also got reprogrammed. Cool. Let's go ahead and power both. And then both seem to be powered. And then if you do fire 2 and my hand's over it, so what should happen is, go ahead. You'll see that we got the message. You see that we saw the message and we received the hit. And then if you go ahead and send it one more time, please. You'll see that we did not get the message. So that's how the hit detection system will work. It should be pretty okay at speed. And I don't anticipate these guys cross talking with each other much. So what we are going to do, this is a good place for us to unstream. Again, thank you so much for being here. Also, a special thank you to Linted for saving me from doing more code. What we are going to do on Wednesday is we are going to figure out the last bit of this, which is just a little bit of integration and programming everything across. I anticipate us finishing on Wednesday. I hope that you guys can all be around on Wednesday. Who would you guys like to raid today? Also, we'll just do Dino Dance and I don't know. Dino Dance something raid. That's such a boring raid thing. Yuki's live? If Yuki's live, we'll probably raid Yuki. Let me check. I refuse to raid a certain person while they are doing a hippo project. Ooh, or Jane. Or Avo. We've raided Avo recently. We haven't raided Yuki in a while. Let's raid Yuki. We haven't raided Yuki in forever. Cool. Yeah, so let's raid Sparks. Choose any raid message that anyone has done. Not seeing Sparks or Jane. Interesting. But yeah. I hope that you guys can be here on our next stream. If you can't, that's okay. I hope you have a really good afternoon, evening, and night. And I will see you guys on the flippity flip. Oh. Then I do